You've spent your entire life building it, honing it. You rely on it to get through your day, to solve your problems, to push through the hard times. It's your greatest asset, your biggest strength. But what if I told you that very strength is turning against you? What if the thing you trust most is quietly becoming your greatest weakness? And what if you're so busy using it, you haven't even noticed the cage it's building around you? We all have that one thing we pride ourselves on. Maybe it's your relentless drive, your careful planning, your ability to adapt to any situation. Or maybe it's your empathy, your kindness. It's the tool you always reach for. And for years, it's worked. It's gotten you results. But lately, have you noticed it's not working like it used to? You're pushing harder but moving slower. You're being kinder but feeling more drained. You're planning more meticulously, but somehow, you're more stuck than ever. This isn't a random failure. This is a system failure. Your greatest tool is now working against its owner. And today, we're going to uncover the 3 silent ways your strength becomes a trap, and exactly how to break free before it costs you everything you've worked for. The first trap is the simplest to see, but the hardest to admit. Your strength becomes a crutch. You find one tool that works, and you stop looking for others. You just keep using it, again and again, for every single problem, until it becomes your only answer. Think about the person whose strength is their independence. They are a rock. They never need to ask for help. This serves them well, until they face a challenge that is simply too big for one person. A business that needs to scale. A personal crisis that requires a support network. But they can't bring themselves to ask. The very idea feels like failure. Their strength, their fierce independence, has now become the barrier to their next breakthrough. Or the person whose strength is their optimism. They always see the bright side. But this becomes a weakness when they use it to avoid painful but necessary truths. They ignore red flags in a relationship because they're focusing on the good. They dismiss critical feedback at work because they don't let negativity in. Their positivity, a beautiful strength, has become a weapon of self-deception. Your strength, overused, makes you rigid. It blinds you to the full arsenal of solutions life has to offer. The second trap is where things get personal. Your strength becomes your identity. You fuse your sense of self to this one quality. You're not just a person who is responsible, you are the responsible one. You're not just a person who can be funny, you are the funny one. And the moment that identity is threatened, you panic. Let's say your strength is being the reliable problem solver. Everyone comes to you with their crises. It feels good. It defines you. It's who you are. But then, you burn out. You're exhausted, overwhelmed. Yet, you can't say no. You can't delegate. You can't admit you're struggling. Because if you're not the one solving the problem, if you're not the strong one, then who are you? Your strength has built a prison of your own making. You're trapped performing a role, even when it's draining you, because you're terrified of the emptiness you might find without it. You'd rather be drained and needed than rested and unsure of yourself. This is the high cost of a one-dimensional identity. Finally, the third trap is the one that stunts your growth forever. Your strength prevents you from growing new muscles. If you can always rely on your primary strength, you never develop the other, equally critical, parts of yourself. The relentless hustler who prizes action never develops the muscle of patience and strategic thinking. They burn out or burn bridges. The cautious planner who values security never develops the courage muscle required to take a leap of faith. They stay stuck in analysis paralysis. The incredibly empathetic people pleaser never develops the boundary setting muscle. They end up exhausted and resentful, a shell for everyone else's needs. You become lopsided. You have one massively overdeveloped muscle, and a bunch of weak, atrophied ones. And in a world that demands versatility, that is a critical weakness. Life doesn't present you with only one type of challenge. It requires a full toolkit. If all you have is a hammer, you'll treat every problem like a nail, and you'll end up breaking everything, including yourself. So, what's the way out? How do you reclaim your strength without letting it weaken you? The answer is not to abandon your gift. It's to become its master, not its slave. It's to move from being a one-trick pony to a versatile warrior. The independent person must practice the courage of vulnerability, of asking for help, not as a failure, but as a strategic choice. The optimistic person must cultivate the strength of sober honesty, of staring a negative truth in the face and dealing with it head on. The responsible problem solver must learn the art of surrender and trust, of letting others step up, even if they don't do it perfectly. Your goal is not to have one towering, brittle strength, but to build a balanced, resilient fortress. True power isn't found in a single superpower. It's found in wholeness. It's found in your ability to choose the right tool for the right moment, not just the only tool you own. The balanced warrior, I want you to do a real audit, right now. What is your go-to strength? That thing you're known for. That thing you pride yourself on. Now, I want you to be brutally honest. Where has it recently let you down? Where has it made a situation worse? Where has it left you feeling stuck, or drained, or resentful? That feeling of friction, that frustration, is your clue. That is the signal that your strength has turned into a weakness. Your mission is to identify the opposite muscle, the one you've been neglecting, and start exercising it. Just a little. Today. If you're always the serious one, try being playful. If you're always the giver, practice receiving. If you're always the leader, practice following. If this video showed you a different side of your own potential, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Subscribe to the channel for more insights that challenge the way you see yourself and your growth. And in the comments, I want you to answer this. What is one strength you suspect might be holding you back? And what is the opposite muscle you commit to training this week? Your comment could be the wake-up call someone else needs. Remember, the goal isn't to destroy your strengths. It's to stop them from holding you hostage. It's to build a complete version of you, one that is adaptable, resilient, and finally, free.